Night 1 of WrestleMania is over. Also, by the way, I will be hosting a watch party for Night 2 of WrestleMania tomorrow, so tune into that if you'd like. But let's talk about Night 1 without further ado. So I see, first of all, a lot of people poo-pooing on this night, and a lot of people rating it terribly. I disagree. It wasn't like incredible, but I still think that this was definitely a solid night of wrestling. People are saying it's worse than Night 1 of last year. No. Night 1 of last year was horrible, except the main event. Overall, I would give this night probably a 6.5, 7 out of 10. That is not bad by any means. Could it have been better? Sure, but it could have been way worse. The show kicked off with the Usos and LA Knight, versus the Vision and IShowSpeed. This was a really fun match. Did everything it needed to do, and as I predicted, LA Knight, and the Usos picked up the win. I don't know why they didn't have IShowSpeed take the pin instead of Austin Theory, but after the match, Logan Paul was really pissed at IShowSpeed, and he punched him, and then Speed hit an incredible frog splash through the announce table to Logan Paul. It was genuinely awesome. It was a clean frog splash too. I actually loved it. Overall, I liked this match. I think it did everything it needed to do. I got this prediction right of IShowSpeed turning on the Vision. It did everything it needed to do. It was fun, and I liked this match. And by the way, this is how celebrities should be used. Next, we had the unsanctioned match between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. There was blood missing from this match, which I did not like, and I think that is the one thing that was missing from this match. Well, actually, I think there also could have been a bit more brutality. Like last year with the unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, we had the barbed wire chairs, we had a bunch of stuff, and it was really brutal. This I felt like could have been more brutal. They still did some really cool stuff that I liked. This match was not bad by any means, but I just feel like they could have been a little bit more brutal and had some blood. Also, sorry if my voice sounds weird right now. I've been yelling a lot. Jacob Fatu came up with the win, which is exactly what I predicted, and this is definitely the right choice considering Drew is leaving anyway. Overall, a good match. Only thing that was missing was a little bit more brutality and some blood. And hopefully Jacob Fatu can actually get a push coming off of this big win against a main eventer, a recent world champion like Drew McIntyre. Next, we had the women's fatal 4-way tag match, and it turns out Nikki Bella could not compete. So we got the return of Paige, formerly known as Saraya in AEW. I'm super excited for this return, even though I don't really know anything about Paige. From what I saw from her in the match, she was solid in the ring. The cameraman also fell during the match, which I thought was pretty funny. I'm excited to see what Saraya can do. Hopefully she can win a title, maybe a mid-card title, maybe the women's US title. I'm not sure. Well, she did win. She won a title. She won with Brie Bella, which I did not expect because, they're not a tag team. I expected Bay Lyra I did get this wrong. So I expected Bay Lyra if the Bella Twins couldn't compete. But I was obviously wrong. And I saw people complaining about this. I hope that they remember last year when Bayley got written off of WrestleMania. Lyra had a mystery partner. Becky Lynch returned, won the tag titles with Lyra, and then turned on her the Raw after Mania. The same thing could happen here. I do think that Paige likely, since Nikki Bella for some reason wore her ring gear, but also it's looking like she's going to get medically cleared very soon. It was too close to tell for her to be at WrestleMania, so I expect within the next week she's probably medically cleared. So I think that Paige will probably just give the title to Nikki Bella and then maybe go on to do something else, which I would like because she's needed in other places. The Bella Twins can do their thing with the titles. So yeah, I think she'll just give the title to Nikki Bella once she's cleared. and hopefully go on to win a title. A singles title, to be more specific. Overall, this match was really good. Loved the big return of Saraya, or Paige, whatever. And I can't wait to see where they go with this. Next, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. And Corrupt Carr tried to screw Becky Lynch once again. But nada! Becky Lynch, big time Bex, the greatest female wrestler of all time, and that's not just me saying it, it's her saying it, it's ESPN saying it, Bleacher Report is saying it, Sports Illustrated is saying it. She came out on top with the win. Was it clean? No, but Corrupt Carr deserved it, honestly. I loved this match. I'm glad that the feud is finally over. I'm glad Becky has the title back. She's been doing great things with it and deserves to drop it to an up-and-comer like Roxanne Perez, just like I predicted, and I did get this prediction right of Becky Lynch winning. Also, AJ Lee had this adorable entrance where she had a bunch of little kids come out dressed up as her. They were skipping around. It was actually adorable. I loved it. It was a really cool entrance. At the end of this video, I will also tell you what I think was the best entrance of the night. Next, we had a match between the Ring General, the quote-unquote career killer, and Seth freaking Rollins, who had an amazing entrance. I mean, he had a jacket that was like smoking. He had black contact lenses in. It was really cool. And then meanwhile, you got Gunther with the most boring entrance of all time. This was a solid, good match. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't bad, I guess. Wish there could have been a story there. But we did get the return of Braun Breaker, which is honestly the main focus of this match. He had two nasty spears on Seth Rollins. It was great. He looks absolutely incredible, by the way. No homo. But I mean, the dude is jacked. I'm so glad that we have Braun Breaker back. Gunther ended up picking up the win because of Braun Breaker. I'm excited to see the Seth Rollins and Gunther feud. That's really all there is to take from this match. Next, we had the return of Bianca Belair, but not the return in the traditional sense of returning, attacking someone, getting involved in a storyline. Bianca Belair announced that she is officially pregnant with her baby with Montez Ford. Huge congratulations to both Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. Obviously, it's very unfortunate that we couldn't get her back as an actual wrestler. And by the way, my girlfriend must have woman's spidey senses or something, because as soon as she came out, she was like, she's pregnant. And whoop-de-doo, she was pregnant. How did she know? But I'm super happy for her. It's unfortunate we couldn't get a return, but obviously her having a kid is more important than that. And I'm excited to see her when she does come back. Officially, fully. When she does return, that's going to be great. Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan was the next match. Liv came out to her honestly horrible music. No offense to Liv Morgan, but she's just not good at making music. But that's not the main point of this match. It was a pretty solid match, even with the short amount of time that they got. And we have a new Women's World Champion. Liv Morgan won the title. Roxanne and Raquel both helped her. Which kind of made me upset that they didn't turn on her, because that's what I predicted, and they also just need to turn on her. But I'm excited to see where her title reign goes. Oh, the main event. I have lots of conflicted feelings about this. It started off exactly the way it should have. Pat McAfee tried to get involved. Jelly Roll came in, took out Pat McAfee, put him on the stretcher, and he was gone. And we got a mostly clean match for a while between Cody and Randy, which is exactly what everyone wanted. Super happy about that. And during this match, Cody was the heel. 100% the entire time, Cody was the heel. They were booing Cody out of the building, and Randy was getting cheered. There was, like, the entire match, Randy was portrayed as the babyface. Cody was the heel. Lots of blood in this match, which I loved. Randy Orton RKO'd the referee, went for a low blow on Cody. Cody caught him and hit a low blow himself on Randy. Cody was the heel. Pat McAfee came down to the ring after Randy hit an RKO and came down in a Temu referee shirt and a neck brace. And he did kind of a slow count for Randy Orton. And I'm going to add, I am so glad that this did not end with Pat McAfee counting to 3, because that would have caused so much controversy, and rightfully so. He's not a referee. He's not even in a proper referee shirt or outfit. It would have been so bad. And I'm not sure if that was the reason why, but Randy RKO'd Pat McAfee, officially turning on him. So, I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I think this is WWE saying screw you to TKO and finally getting Pat McAfee out of this storyline. And then this opened up the door for Cody Rhodes to hit the crossroads and win, which was a terrible decision. But what I'm hoping this means is that this feud is not over and it's just getting started. And they're continuing it without Pat McAfee. And it was looking like we were getting a double turn here. That we had all the elements of a double turn throughout this entire match. And I thought we were getting a double turn, but then, oh boy, the turns tabled. Cody got his head punted off his shoulders. After so long of waiting, we finally got Randy punting Cody, and this truly feels like just the beginning. So, I don't like the result of Cody winning, but I'm willing to accept it if it means we are finally getting a proper Randy and Cody feud without stupid Ari Emanuel inserting celebrities into this. If that means we're finally getting that, I am all for it. So, I truly don't think this main event of WrestleMania was bad at all. This felt like just the beginning. I know WrestleMania is supposed to be the end, the blow off of big feuds, but I cannot wait. I'm really hoping that this is exactly where it's going. That they're going for a proper story with Cody and Randy with no outside interference from celebrities. This is the Randy Orton we wanted, leaving Cody Rhodes covered in blood in the middle of the ring, actually punting his head off like Randy genuinely connected. This was Cody's eye in the post show after the match. I mean, he destroyed him. This was a real punt. If you look at the clip, which I'll show you in just a second, you can very clearly see Cody's head bounce off of his shin. No! I mean, it was genuinely nasty. I can't wait for this feud. I'm really hoping that we are getting a proper Cody-Randy feud. And I would love to see Randy Orton punt Mama Rhodes, punt Brandy Rhodes, hell, punt his kid. I don't care at this point. Just don't touch his dog. That's off limits. But everything else, go right ahead. Overall, I think I'd give night 1 of WrestleMania probably a 7.5 out of 10. I actually really liked it. However, one major complaint I do have about it is that matches were way too short. The main event was a good length, but like every other match, was definitely too short. I'm excited for night 2. Again, I will be hosting a watch party tomorrow for night 2 of WrestleMania. And I almost forgot, but let's go over the best entrance of the night. I narrowed it down to 3. I came down to AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes. And honestly, between these 3, it's a really tough decision for me. I'll eliminate Cody Rhodes because, screw Cody Rhodes. So it comes down to AJ Lee and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins with the black contacts, and he smoothly took those out too, by the way. And the smoky jacket, or AJ Lee with the little kids looking just like her, wearing her same outfit. I'm going to go with AJ Lee just because it's her first WrestleMania entrance in like 10 years. She probably made those kids like entire lives with this. It was so heartwarming and it was adorable. I loved all of this. And it was a really fun moment for probably AJ Lee and definitely the kids. But that's going to be it for this video. I will be making a video tomorrow recapping night 2 of WrestleMania. And again, I will be hosting a watch party for it tomorrow when it starts. So come watch that if you want. It'll be fun. I'll put polls for all the matches. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this episode of WrestleMania. Let me know what you thought the best entrance was. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. And bye.